habit, like change a small habit. Don't make something, I'm not talking about something really big, here that I'm going out there and I'm talking about quitting smoking, or I'm talking about quitting something else like that, which is a little bit harder on us compared to something that is very small, like maybe waking up 10 minutes earlier, right? Maybe if you're not doing anything, maybe taking up a walk every day for a mile, maybe setting up our clothes before we show up to work next day, doing it in the night prior instead of doing it in the morning and trying to rush to the work. And so a small habit, and then do it for at least 3 to 4 weeks. Do it for a month, like not that much, just something that's a very small habit that's actually is attainable, that we can. And I wrote some other, so drinking more water, that was another one that I actually liked, so I wanted to look at it. Drinking more water, that's another one. Like, if we don't drink it, so small habits like that, where we can, and then practice that. And then, see, the thing is, we humans, we have we tend to think about things in the future the way we feel about them today. And that's why we make all these crazy decisions, right? We think we're always going to be rich and we go out there for crazy spending, and then we think we're always going to be healthy and we go out and do these crazy things, and we think we're not going to. So we think the way we are thinking right now, that's how we perceive in the future, right? And that's what happens to the people who are depressed as well, because they think everything in the future is not going to work out. And because this emotional state, the way we are looking at perceiving things at the current moment, also makes us vulnerable to the future, because we start thinking that's how we're going to look at ourselves in the future as well. But that's not true. So by doing that small habit and doing it for about a month, you will see a change. You'll feel a change in yourself. And then the thing about us is, when we feel a little bit of change, like we feel better about ourselves, then our perception changes. Like our mind changes. Then we start thinking more positive, a little bit more positive. The hope gets up there, like, because you look back, you're like, oh, I can do this. If I could do this, maybe I can do this as well. So small habits, just don't, if you are having difficulty with establishing self-confidence and don't know where to start from, we can do that with having a small habit. We can start with a small change of habit that causing us, and that doesn't really take a toll on us, but then another key to that is we have to be consistent for like 2-3 weeks or a month or something like that, and then watch the effects of it and then take it from there. And I promise you that you are going to feel better. Like, this is something that I just, every time I feel a little bit here and there, or I want to get high on the energy or take that back, I try to make those small adjustments just to see the effects of it. And I'm telling you, it's just somehow, you see, the thing is, our mind and body are connected. So how we feel on our mind affects our body, and then how we feel on body, it affects our mind. Sometimes I just go to the gym and then sit there, and I don't want to work out. Like, I don't want to work out like those, you just show up there, and then the first 5-10 minutes and 15 minutes, you still don't want to work out. You're just kind of going through here and there. And then, half an hour later, you see that you are pumping all this thing, and you're like, while I'm here, let me just do it. So, the small change makes a huge difference. We think too much about the whole body, like the whole thing that we have to do. If you're struggling with that, let's just not get overwhelmed with the whole situation. Let's just keep it very simple and start with a very small habit that's very much we can do, and then hopefully that will help us in the future. Like, once we develop that energy, feel better about ourselves, then normally it gives us a better perception to increase our confidence in doing more things.